ourselves is to think from whole to part, not part to whole, if we ever put it back together as a whole. Because we have taken the Bible and we don't see it as a story book with a beginning, a middle, and end. We see it as a textbook that we can cut this out, that out, this out, that out, and kind of put it all together if we want to, but don't have to. So we have to get back to how do we think whole to part. That would help us to answer what is, rather than the fragments, what's the theme of the Bible, the storybook. So in Theology of Mission class, that's the first assignment. Give me in 2 sentences what's the theme of the Bible. At the beginning of the semester, you can correct it on every paper all the way through, and at the end, I want to see your final conclusion. And we keep the first one, and we keep it post the last one, and see what you learned through the course. Because we don't think that way, whole to part. We think part to whole. World societies, exact opposite.
Okay, Mark? Whole part.
That's good job.
And then also Bob would also open up about making sure that it's
Christological.
yeah. Speak.
Yeah, because again, our Lord reminded us that for Moses, the prophets and Psalms was all about him. And as we give the whole to the parts, we have to be intentionally Christological about that so people don't miss the heart of the story. I'm tired, really, of hearing too many American sermons about God and not focused in Jesus Christ.
But intentionally Christological.
All right, and back here, table. Oh, there's, okay.
We have 2. One is a willingness to open ourselves to vulnerability, to have my worldview shaped by the methods and the worldview of the recipient culture. A willingness to admit that my worldview may shape the way I think a story should be crafted, may shape the way I think learning should take place and be measured. The vulnerability and the willingness. And then secondly, the relationships between the formal, who are willing to have these conversations, and the non-formal, who are out doing it, for there to be some method for us to be strengthening our relationships so that we can learn from one another in that joinder.
Okay.
Part of that was that the non-formal will inform the formal institutions. What's happening in the workshops out there, the experience out there, can inform the institutions.
Right. Would you make sure that at each table your list of all the things that you identified, not just the top 2, but all of them are collected? Samuel, are you collecting those now?
Yes, we are collecting those. We welcome every single idea.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Are there any other